One thing has become abundantly clear in recent weeks and in light of certain events, and when I say in light of certain events, I mean this ridiculous political violence that's going on. And all I can see on the news, if you watch the news, I'm not even kidding, it is wall-to-wall finger pointing, and it just goes to show how cooked we are as a society. Someone dies in cold blood on TV, and people just start pointing the finger. They start condemning it. They start, condemning certain people, certain groups. There's like hardly a word of just like, okay, how do we lower the temperature? This is getting out of control. Everyone likes to say, oh yeah, we need to bring an end to this era of political violence. This political violence is so awful. Yet they're turning up the heat as fast as they can. Not trying to quell the situation, not trying to, bring things down a notch and have a discussion. And no. It's all hot-blooded bullshit designed to piss you off. Everything from the lowliest YouTuber and the lowliest Twitter/X shit poster to the President of the United States turning the heat up. Just turning the heat up, just saying, you know what, fuck it, let's just sow the division even more. So inevitably there will be more violence. There will be more division. There will be more extreme action. Like, it's so ridiculous that there's no adults in the room. I swear to God, there's no adults in the room. That's one thing that we've learned in the past 10 years. This country is deeply unserious. It's deeply lost in the sauce in terms of digital engagement and clicks and ad space, and everyone's just doing it for their audience. The irony's not lost on me that I'm doing a video on YouTube, right? But the last thing I would do if I did have a platform that was as big as some of these influencers are is come on here and just frothing at the mouth, ready to blame the other side. Just blaming one or the other, just to stoke that division even more, just to engage. This is all so much more dangerous than people let on. If you ask people that lived like during the days of MLK and Malcolm X when they were assassinated, JFK, like, things are different now. I swear, back when that happened, and you can look back at the historical record and videos and documents and things like that, there was rage, obviously, but it wasn't so hypercharged. The rage wasn't so distilled. It wasn't so focused in terms of dividing one side against the other. When JFK died, I'm sure most of the country was probably in mourning. I bet you most of the country was in mourning, not trying to point the finger at a political party. Like, who gave a fuck what political affiliation Lee Harvey Oswald had, or what Jack Ruby had? It was the action that was the focal point, if that makes sense. I don't know. It just makes me so. It makes me so sad that we've fallen so far, and that the average American is being played so hard. They're the monkeys that's being shocked. They're the monkey that keeps being shocked and doesn't know how to recognize who's doing the shocking. Yeah, it's frustrating. It's like they just want they want us to kill each other. They want us to be so mad and so frothing at the mouth that we'll indiscriminately kill each other. It really is so disheartening to see. Yeah, the era of political violence. I mean, that's what this is. I mean, in terms of what we're looking at in the United States, I mean, the strange thing is that I'm sure if there wasn't a video of the event, people wouldn't have reacted so strongly to it. I swear to God, like, something about that video just struck a chord, and people can't even see straight anymore. They can't see straight. It's such a touchy subject. What happened was horrible. What happened seriously was horrible. There's no two ways about that. And instead of focusing on how horrible the event is and how we can prevent it, we have people out there in the media influencing others and saying, this is the last straw, we need to bring a stop to this. And it's like, okay, but I thought you said we need to bring the temperature down. One minute you're saying bring the temperature down, next saying this is the last straw, we can never let this happen again. But you're not taking into account your role in all this, and that goes for right and left. You're not taking any account in your role for all this, because the left, you can see a lot of them are celebrating this death. It's like, it's terrible. It's such anathema to what the left is trying to do too, which is funny. It's like political assassination is not the kind of thing where you're going to help your side win the intellectual argument. It never has been, never will be. That's the cosmic irony to this whole thing. You can make these killings, and it doesn't help your side one bit. That's even to say I don't even know the shooter's identity, and none of that really matters to me. The identity of the shooter and what drove him to do this does not matter that much to me. What matters to me is the climate that we've created in this country, the climate that we have created and curated, and it's almost like a digital, it's like a realm that we're in now. It's just like, this is the reality. It's just two sides, the far right and the far left, which is ridiculous because the far left in this country doesn't even exist as far as I can tell. The Overton window has been moved so far to the right that the far left doesn't even exist anymore. Like, Bernie Sanders' policies are like milquetoast left in other countries, in other developed nations. So I don't want to hear that kind of argument. It really is weird. But like I said, it doesn't matter the identity of the killer. To me, it doesn't matter at all. What matters is that we've created a media environment. We've created a society where someone can be driven to this based on memes and internet culture. Like, how sick is that? That's terrible. It's unthinkable. That's what I'm saying. I'm just sad we're in this spot. Sucks. What happened was terrible. It was reprehensible. There's no doubt about that. That was just awful. Yet again, it is a symptom of the system that we've created. It is a symptom of the society that we are in, that these kind of things can be politicized while the victim is still bleeding out. It can be politicized the minute his body hits the ground. That's sickening. That is such a sickening idea. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think this is the new normal? I sure as fuck hope it isn't. I really hope this is not the new normal, and that Americans are just gonna be at each other's necks. You know, I'm 37. These kind of political things, they don't seem to come and go too quickly. Could this be the new reality for the next 10 years? That honestly sounds like a nightmare and not the kind of society I'd want to live in. So yeah, anyway, I'd love to hear your thoughts below. Like, does it sicken you as much as it sickens me to see the reaction to his death rather than the death itself? The death itself is obviously terrible. There's no two ways about that. Anyone celebrating this you got a few screws loose. That's really twisted and weird. What really irks me is the reaction to it. Yeah, it frustrates me greatly. So, thanks so much for tuning in. Love to hear your thoughts below. Like and subscribe if you want to see more of this content, and we'll see you in the next one.